Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my story. My journey began when my dad passed away on May 26th of 2014, right after my senior graduation from Crean-Durham Hall. Mom and I suffered super hard depression. My dad and I had the closest of relationships, we're the bestest of friends. We did everything together, and he taught me how to be a man and fix stuff around the house and anything I wanted to know. After 9 months of the struggle with depression and no way of knowing how to get back to normality, on January 25th I had the grand idea of jumping off this bridge by my house because I decided I had enough. The next thing I knew, I was in some dreamland from the medications that the hospital provided me when they took me in the ambulance. These dreams seemed almost lifelike because they kept me out for 3 weeks because I was in a coma, and they had to do lots of surgical operations on me to keep me alive, including 40 blood transfusions and putting me on an oscillator for about 2.5 weeks. Shattered left arm, elbow, lots of internal bruises and incisions, broken ribs, broken pelvises. The first thing I remember is waking up in the ICU, seeing my mom and aunt, and all I can remember how thirsty I was, and I couldn't talk because they put a trach in my throat. All I said was, I'm thirsty. And what they did was, because I couldn't swallow at the time, wetted a towel and put it in my mouth, and I sucked on it like I never had water before. After waking up, I was very mad and didn't know where I was and still confused. I wanted out. I would kick and punch the bed to get attention, to get help from the doctors. Eventually they strapped me in, and it felt like I was in a prison. Being trapped, not being able to talk, and being thirsty out of your mind. From being bedridden, I lost 40 pounds of my body weight, which dropped me from 180 to about 140. Very lean at the time, so I was basically skin and bones. It really freaked me out just seeing my back vertebrae and how bony I was. I really came to about my decision and felt very sorry for myself and started hating myself in the hospital. But I knew it was going to be a long journey, and just started to stay positive and hope for the best. And I started working on therapy of recovering and getting my life back in order at Regents Hospital. My favorite therapy was speech, where I could work on brain function, which was surprisingly just fine, and my swallowing skills, because I really was thirsty and I just wanted to drink and eat stuff. So I worked on my swallowing for a month and a half, and finally after the second swallow study I got to be able to eat and swallow again. Because my legs were very skinny, I had no muscle on them. So from the start, they would come and exercise me in my room to get just some leg muscle back and be able to stand me on the side of my bed. The first time I walked was with a 4-wheeled double handbar sort of walker machine. Just learning again like a new child. It was quite frightening and I did not like it. But I knew I had to get through it, so I just pushed myself. And eventually I moved from a 4-wheeled walker to a 2-wheel with 2 tennis balls, to a cane, to eventually not having to use those at all. And I was just super proud of myself, and it brought a couple people to tears. After all the therapy and hard work and the hospital, they thought it was time for me to move on, and I moved out of the hospital, which I was very happy, and I got to the Courage Center. The Courage Center was a very good step in the right direction for me. They were well known for their hard-working therapists and hard therapy. Today I'm still working at Courage Center and working on my walking and my arm flexibility. Right now I'm at the end of my road at the Courage Center, and I'm looking forward to going home to seeing my cat and just hanging around the neighborhood. I want to give a shout out to Justin and Beth for helping make this video. It's been an awesome time. I'll see you guys on the other side.